Okay, looks like we are live for
Are we
now.
live, guys?
Yeah, let's see. Are we live finally? And looks like not yet. Interesting. Okay, we are finally live, guys. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good morning. Do you hear us
Waves
right
is
now?
here.
Yeah, because I think we find out how to manage the stream software, so we should be up and running. Okay, so guys, we are online finally.
Yeah.
So tonight, here we are. Vladimir Zhuravov, he's developer operations and oh shit.
Developer advocate, in
Advocate.
Waves.
Yeah, and it's a community-based stream. So here with you, Ivan from Tradisys team, and tonight we want to share with you guys the new concept from Waves, because Waves guys announced that they are working on the new model of interface to interact with the blockchain. So all of you guys know that we have a Waves Keeper, and we need some other tool to let people interact with their interface of DApps. And I hope that Vladimir will show us how this tool looks like, and he gonna build some DApp online to
We
show.
have a real life example.
Yeah.
It's ready now. Yeah.
Yeah. So Vladimir, your turn.
May I start? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a little bit introduction at first. We will speak about WebKeeper. What is it? So we all know WaveKeeper. Probably most of you have used it in your projects. And we all should know that. Does the presentation go? Are we online?
Should be. So Vladimir, your turn.
May I start? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a little bit introduction.
Okay. Looks like we're online. Yeah. Just keep going.
Just keep going. Okay, okay. So WaveKeeper, we all know this Chrome extension and not only Chrome. So, but it has some problem. At first, WaveKeeper is really cool. It's a secure way to store your account data and use it in DApps and for sending transaction, etc. So it's really secure and it's a cool stuff, but it's a big entry threshold. And if you talk about WaveKeeper being instrument for blockchain for the people, so everyone can use it, it's not true. Because, for example, Safari users and mobile OS users cannot use WaveKeeper because it's available just for some browsers. So if we talk about that everyone should be able to use WaveKeeper, we have an example that old guys like babushkas and dedushkas cannot use it because they just don't know how to install an extension to a browser. And they just want something easier. And there is. So at first, let me show you an example. We have all seen the wallet example. Probably it's the first example that was created by Ilya Smagin, the creator of Ride programming language. Here it is. Go to page. Probably I lose a stream right now.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's okay now.
Yeah. Thank you, Ivan. And here we see the wallet example. The idea is that we can send our Waves balance somewhere to the DApp, and it could be held there. So let's start. I need a WavesKeeper, this extension. This is WavesKeeper. Here are my accounts. I have two accounts with testnet Waves coins. And the main account is tester. I can use it to send my Waves somewhere. For example, I can put one coin and type deposit. Then I have a transaction and I have to sign it, just approve, and it's sent. Okay, it's sent, and I probably will see that my balance
will be updated.
Yeah, it will be updated, and moreover we can see this DApp in a Waves Explorer using its address. So it's updated, as you see. It was 6 waves and now it's 5. Let's see this in Explorer.
Yeah, but have to switch to the testnet.
Yeah, thanks. That's why we need community members.
You're welcome.
Testnet, exactly. So this is the app, and here we see all of transactions that are my previous transactions. So here are, no, this is my account. This is not the app. This is my account. The app is here. Is it? No, it was the previous one. Sorry. Data. Oh. I forgot which one is the app.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. We see that this is my address, and here is information that I have 4 waves on my balance. And here are transactions, and exactly the transactions that I have sent. So I can also withdraw my coins from the my wallet. I just send another transaction, and this amount will change. And as you have seen, we have some threshold, this Waves Keeper. For someone, it's a big problem to install this extension and to use it, because we need, for example, to create an account, etc., etc. This is a big process to start using Waves D apps. Here we see that our amount was changed, so everything all right. And now, let me show you another way to store your account data that our team is developing right now. This is WebKeeper. So, our babushka doesn't like installing WebKeeper. She just wants to use the apps and send transactions in any browser. Some functionality, we need to store account data using the apps and send transactions. And for this, as this is not threshold, because we just use it in our browser, and let me show it. I will finally show this to you.
So we were talking about the Waves extension issue, and now we want to show you how we can skip all these steps needed to get into the DApp. So the main point of the new feature is to remove the barrier for people who can face some really hard problems with the extensions, because some people do not trust the extension. Some people don't want to go through the extension when they already have the wallet. So wallet is the really enough tool to manage blockchain. So they do not understand why to install another extension. So for all of these people, we want to show how they can interact with the blockchain applications much easier.
Yeah, thank you, Ivan. So I hope you're ready to see this. We see almost the same interface here, but we don't need WavesKeeper to use it. So let's start from login, and it's such a magic. We just see here this iframe. It's an iframe, but now it's just a window for us. We insert our password, choose one of the accounts. Here it is, select user, and already we see the balance of this account, the actual balance is here. And all of the functionality is available now. Just put, for example, deposit one waves coin. See the confirmation window. As you see, it appears here in this window, not in the other one. We just press OK, and it's gone. Then, when we
maybe
log in,
it will be really cool if you will disable or even remove the WavesKeeper. Yeah.
So you mean just
removing
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to show
log out. We can make log out.
Just delete.
Just delete. Oh no, I don't want to delete it.
Yeah. So you can disable the account.
Yeah. Okay. Just put log out, or
yeah. I mean, the left click. Okay, just press.
I will just remove this extension. This will be cool.
Yeah.
See, guys, this is a big step in the Waves ecosystem. We just delete WavesKeeper. Bam. Oh no, I don't want to delete that. See, it's
just log out.
Log out. Okay. For you, just log out. So now I can log in here without WavesKeeper. See, I need to insert my password again. Here it is, and the balance is changed at first, and we see that it works without WavesKeeper. It's not working right now. So we can withdraw it back, etc., etc. So how does it work? It's the most important question for you probably. You see here the developer console is open, and we see that here is an iframe, and it has a link, and iframe has source as stage WaveWallet.io. We can go there. It's here, and you see that it's just a client, but it's hosted on the stage hosting portal, stage server, and I will use it to demonstrate to this WavesKeeper. So how does it work? When we want to send a transaction, we just take the account data from this iframe, from the WavesDex client. We take the account data and use it to sign the transaction, and it's sent. We have many possibilities to interact with this keeper. For example, we see here that our transaction was sent and it's locked in the console. We have a special variable that's called dapp. I will do the font more bigger for you. Here we see that here is a dapp.waves, and for example, we can read the balance. This is promise, so we can just await dapp waves the balance. Here we see the balance of the current account. One more time, it works without keeper. It just uses the frame that exists somewhere on this page to get the data, account data, and get information about it. For example, the balance. We can also send transactions using it. I will do it right now. So, for example, we can do waves. Which transaction do we want to do? For example, transfer transaction. I have already something to show to you. Let's send one transaction. We just create a transfer with an amount and a recipient. It's a standard dictionary that we need to fill to send a transaction, and then we just run broadcast. Here we see this confirmation window with all information about this. Just put OK, and it's sent. We will get this log right now. Here is a transaction that we just sent. We also can see it in the network. Here, all networks. So, for example, broadcast. This is our transaction. Somewhere here it is. Yeah, it's here. We can also send many transactions at one time. So, for example, we want not only send the amount of waves to Mary, but also to a test account. And here will be a batch of transactions, and we can sign it all with one click. Here we see them, 2 transactions. So this is the basic functionality of this keeper. It works. The user case of using this functionality is almost the same as in a WavesKeeper. So it must be easier to integrate this product in your dapp. Now I would like to share a source code with you. As I have already mentioned, this project is just started by our developer team, but we have already something to share with you. For example, here we see an interface of a base class. First of all, how we can integrate this? We have this is a TypeScript-based dapp. We have an index.ts. Here we see that we just extract 2 classes, waves and provider, from NPM libraries, these ones. And then we just create a provider, and the waves is the main thing that we will use. Here we put a node link and just start using this waves variable in our dapp. For example, in the wallet application, we have an index.html file where we have some functions. For example, withdraw. You have seen this function. It's we run this function when click the button withdraw, and what it's doing, it just creates a transaction in the variable tx, and invokes this. No, it's an invoke transaction, and our script just broadcasts this. Using this line, we just use a waves variable. So as you see, it's really easy to integrate this WebKeeper. And now let's see what else we can do. For example, here is the list of the methods that we have in the WebKeeper and in the Waves class. For example, there are all kinds of transactions. For example, exchange transaction, list transactions, bird transactions, etc., etc. So all 16 types, all 15 types are available here. And for example, we have login and logout. When we, for example, would like to close this DApp, we can do a logout. And then we won't be able to do a transactions signing and sending. For example, if we want to make a transfer transaction, we catch the error. We can just use the login button and login method in DApp.waves.login to insert our login and start using it back. So probably that's the main functionality I would like to show you. Maybe we can start answering the questions or something like this. Maybe you have questions?
Yeah. I'm just typing the answer. So people already requested the documentation.
I like that you enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah. So the main thing, guys, this is just a prototype. So it's not even finished yet. So the API is not ready yet. So it was a simple demonstration to make a simple showcase how we want to provide the alternative to the WavesKeeper. And right now you can join us in the Discord channel linked in the description of the channel, and in the Discord we can discuss, and you can ask any questions you have, and maybe you can provide some really necessary feedback, because we need as more feedback as possible before we'll complete the general idea of how WebKeeper should work, and then we will finish the development stage. So right now join the Discord, and maybe I'll need to check maybe someone already there, and we can continue to continue the conversation. So the main idea is that you don't need anyway, you need a client. So the WebKeeper is a tool that works with the web client, and the web client has API you can interact with by using the tool we call WebKeeper. So let's see, does anyone in the channel? Looks like yes, someone in the channel. We can go to the Discord. Yep.
It's closed right now.
It is. Yeah, but looks like it's not closed. So how we can call it? Maybe it's all right.
Here again.
Yeah, let's join the channel and unmute.
Maybe unmute. Yeah, why not?
Okay, guys, do you hear us right now? Maybe people didn't understand much, or maybe it's an issue with joining Discord. Anyway, if you have some questions in the chat, we can answer. If not, if no questions, so you can provide the feedback in the commentaries, in the comments below the video and in the chat room. So we will read everything, and we will keep in mind what we need to do with your feedback. So a lot of people using right now the WavesKeeper. We have around 30 DApps already listed on some websites, including Notion. So all these DApps can switch to the WebKeeper in future. But to make it more useful and more clear to use, we need your feedback, guys. So don't be shy, and just tell us what do you need else, and what tasks this tool should resolve to be more useful. I think if it's done, so we can just finish the translation and just share the link to people who didn't see. They just can join after and maybe communicate later. Yeah, that's it.
We can give a link to the Jetty chat, for example, and you can share your feedback there.
Yeah, for sure.
And probably one of the questions that we would like to ask you is how do you think do we need this instrument, and how it will be integrated that we, for example,
People need it because the
Of-
only
of course.
question was where is the documentation? So we
it's only, I didn't see questions. I haven't seen questions yet, but yeah,
it's fine,
this
it's
is a
fine.
nice feedback.
okay, guys. Keep in touch and tell us what you need. Thank you. I think we can finish. Yeah.
Yeah, let's finish the. Maybe we'll leave a link there first to the chat.
Yeah, sure.
Can we
So
do it?
you can say bye bye right now.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.